Archangel Michael says, "Listen closely, child of the living God, for what I speak now carries the sound of heaven's wings and the authority of the throne of grace. I have been sent to you with a message that is not wrapped in confusion, but in the clear light of truth. You have been walking through valleys so deep that you wondered if sunlight still exists. You have cried prayers into the dark night, wondering if heaven was silent or if your voice was too small to reach the ears of the Almighty. But I tell you now, heaven has heard every word. The Lord has seen every tear. And the season you have been in is not the end of your story, for your troubles are being transformed into miracles before your very eyes. Do not think that your pain has been wasted. The Lord wastes nothing. Every trial, every heartbreak, every betrayal, every disappointment has been gathered by the hand of the Almighty, pressed, and reshaped into the very material He is using to form your blessing. The enemy has been whispering to you that you are forgotten, that you are trapped, that you are destined to suffer without end. But the enemy is a liar, and I stand before you to declare the truth. Your God has been working behind the curtain of your circumstances, and soon the curtain will be drawn back, and you will see the miracle that was being woven in the shadows all along. You thought the delay was punishment, but it was preparation. You thought the silence was abandonment, but it was the sound of God rearranging every piece of your life so that His glory could be revealed in a way that leaves no doubt. It was His hand, not man's, that brought you out. I have seen the enemy try to suffocate your hope, but child, heaven has already signed the order for your deliverance. The chains that have bound you in fear, in lack, in sickness, in loneliness, they are breaking even now. Do you not know? The Red Sea was not parted until the people stood at the very edge with nowhere else to go. Daniel did not see the mouths of the lions shut until he was inside the den. The widow did not see her jar of oil overflow until she began to pour it out. And you, yes, you, will not see the miracle until the moment when it seems impossible. But that is the glory of God. He waits until no human hand can interfere, until no earthly solution can be claimed, so that when the breakthrough comes, you will know without a shadow of doubt, it was the Lord who did it. I tell you, the troubles you see now are about to be your testimony. The storm that was meant to drown you will instead carry you to the shore of your destiny. The fire that was meant to consume you will refine you, and when you step out, not even the smell of smoke will cling to you. People will look at your life and say, "How did they survive that? How did they overcome?" And your answer will be, "It was the hand of God, turning my troubles into miracles." You have been in a season where doors have slammed shut in your face. Relationships have crumbled. Opportunities have vanished. Your strength has been drained. But child, hear me, those closed doors were heaven's protection. Those lost connections were divine redirection. And that drained strength is about to be refilled with supernatural power. The enemy thought the setback would break you, but instead, it has positioned you for a comeback that will shock everyone who doubted you. I see angels already on assignment, carrying the answers to prayers you forgot you prayed. I see resources being released. I see healing flowing into places you thought would always be broken. I see favor falling upon you like unexpected rain. Your name is being mentioned in rooms where decisions are being made, and those decisions will bless you. Contracts, approvals, reconciliations, open doors, these things are on their way, not because of your perfection, but because of God's faithfulness. The enemy sent trouble to take you out, but God is using that very trouble to lift you up. The stone the builders rejected is about to become the cornerstone. The pit Joseph was thrown into became the path to the palace. The cross meant for Jesus' death became the gateway to resurrection life. And your troubles, the very ones that have kept you awake at night, are about to be the soil from which miracles grow. Do not despise the waiting. For even now, heaven is aligning the pieces, moving hearts, and shifting circumstances. The Lord has already decreed the day of your deliverance. You may not see it yet, but the miracle is already in motion. It is racing towards you faster than the pain can keep up. When it arrives, you will realize why the wait was necessary, why the loss was part of the plan, why the tears watered the soil of your breakthrough. And when it happens, it will not be small. It will not be ordinary. It will not be something you can explain away. It will be so undeniable that even those who mocked you will have to admit, it was the Lord. You will stand in awe, saying, "This is the miracle I prayed for. This is the promise fulfilled. This is the turnaround I didn't see coming." Stay ready. Keep your spirit open. Do not let bitterness take root in your heart. What is coming will make you forget the pain of what you endured. Just as a mother forgets the agony of childbirth when she holds her child, you will forget the nights you cried when you hold the miracle God is placing in your hands. I leave you with this: the season of heaviness is ending. The season of miracles is beginning. Walk forward in faith, for God is turning your troubles into miracles right now. Archangel Michael says, "Child of God, I have not finished speaking, for the Spirit of the Lord compels me to pour more into your heart. You have been asking, 'Why, Lord? Why must I go through this? Why am I facing battle after battle when I have prayed, when I have believed, when I have done all I know to do?' And I tell you this: what you see as battles, heaven sees as birthing pains. What you see as chaos, heaven sees as the rearranging of your life for divine order. You are standing in the middle of what looks like a storm, but heaven sees you standing in the middle of a transformation. Do not be fooled by appearances. The very waves that threaten to swallow you are the same waves that will carry you to the next shore. God has set boundaries for the storm; it cannot take you under. The fire has been given permission to refine you, but it has no permission to destroy you. Every force that has risen against you has been placed under divine control, and even now, angels are stationed around you to ensure that not a single hair on your head is harmed beyond what God allows for your greater good. Child, I see the enemy pacing in frustration, because every weapon he formed against you has turned back on him. Every trap he set for you, he has fallen into himself. Every curse spoken against your name is being reversed into a blessing. You are under the covering of the Almighty, and there is no hand, human or spiritual, that can pluck you out. The hand that created the heavens and the earth is the same hand turning your troubles into miracles. Some of the delays you have faced were not because the answer was denied, but because the answer was growing in strength, being prepared for a greater impact than you imagined. Just as a seed must be buried in the dark soil before it bursts forth into life, so too have you been hidden in a season that felt like loss, but in truth was preparation for your emergence. I tell you now, the sprouting is coming. The shift is here. The blessing will not be able to be contained. You will look back at this season and say, if I had not gone through that trouble, would not have met this opportunity. If I had not faced that loss, I would not have found this blessing. If I had not been rejected there, I would not have been directed here. You will see the fingerprints of God all over your story, and you will marvel at how every painful piece was necessary to fit the masterpiece together. The people who thought they buried you will be shocked to see that they were actually planting you. They will watch in silence as you rise from the soil of your struggle into a season of supernatural flourishing. Some who walked away will try to return when they see the hand of God on your life. Others who doubted you will try to claim they always believed. But you will know the truth. It was God and God alone who turned your troubles into miracles. Even now, the Spirit of the Lord is releasing strength into your weary bones. There is a fresh wind coming into your spirit, blowing away the dust of disappointment. Your prayers are being gathered in golden bowls in heaven, and they are tipping, ready to pour out answers in your life. Your faith is the key, and it has already unlocked doors you do not yet see. Prepare yourself, because when the miracle comes, it will be sudden. It will be like the breaking of dawn after a long night. It will flood every shadow with light. It will be so swift that you will barely have time to process before you are standing in the very place you dreamed of. God is not just giving you enough, He is giving you more than enough. He is not just restoring what you lost, He is multiplying it. He is not just delivering you, He is elevating you. Do not speak defeat over your life any longer. Do not declare that it's over, for heaven has not declared it so. Speak life. Speak faith. Declare that God is working, even when you cannot see it. Declare that this trouble is the fertile ground of your miracle. And watch, oh, watch, how the Lord will perform wonders in your sight. Your name is about to be tied to testimonies. Your voice will carry a story of divine intervention that will ignite faith in others. And you will live to see the day when you say, "This is what the Lord promised. This is the goodness of God in my life." I tell you again, child, the troubles that have weighed you down are not the end, they are the evidence that your miracle is near. Hold on, for you are closer than you think. Archangel Michael says, Child of the Most High, I am still speaking because the heavens are still pouring. This message is not yet complete, for your heart still needs the fullness of what the Lord is releasing in this hour. I see you standing in the middle of uncertainty, questioning if you will ever make it to the other side. I see the weight you've carried, the sleepless nights, the silent tears, the moments when you wanted to give up but somehow, something inside you said, hold on just a little longer. That was not just your strength, that was the Spirit of God sustaining you when your own strength was gone. You have walked through days that felt like years, waiting for the answer. You have heard the enemy mocking, telling you it's over, that you are forgotten, that the heavens are shut against you. But child, I tell you now, the heavens are not closed. The King is not silent. The silence you thought was rejection was the careful pause of a master artist working on the most delicate parts of your miracle. God has been turning the soil of your life, uprooting the weeds, and planting seeds of breakthrough you could not yet see. Even the pain you felt was part of the planting process. You were being positioned. Heaven was rearranging your steps so that you would end up exactly where the blessing was waiting. Sometimes God must close a door that you keep knocking on so that you will finally turn and see the open door He prepared for you all along. You thought you lost your chance, but the truth is, you were being redirected to something greater. The troubles you faced were not proof of God's absence, they were the very proof that He was preparing to reveal His glory through you. Every battle was training your hands for war and your fingers for victory. Every delay was maturing your faith so that you could handle what is coming. What the enemy planned to use to break you, the Lord is using to build you. I see divine exchanges taking place in the spirit realm right now. Chains are being replaced with keys. Ashes are being exchanged for beauty. Mourning is being traded for garments of praise. Doors that have been locked for years are swinging open suddenly. People who once opposed you are being moved out of the way, and people who will bless you are being moved into position. You are about to see things shift in such a way that you will have no doubt, this is the hand of God. The trouble you endured will suddenly make sense. The betrayal will suddenly seem like a blessing. The loss will suddenly be revealed as a setup for greater gain. Do you remember Joseph? Sold by his brothers, falsely accused, thrown into prison, forgotten by those he helped. It looked like trouble upon trouble. But every step was leading him to the palace. Every pain was preparing him for his position. And when the day came, the shift was so fast that he woke up in prison and went to bed in the palace. This, child, is how quickly God can turn your story. One divine moment can erase years of trouble and replace them with overflowing blessing. The Lord says, I have not forgotten you. I have written your name on the palm of my hand. The storm you are in is not the end, it is the pathway to your miracle. You will testify of my goodness, and many will believe because of what I will do for you. Even now, resources are moving toward you. Healing is flowing into you. Strength is being renewed. The heaviness is lifting. The answers you have been waiting for are aligning. Do not stop believing now, you are standing at the edge of your miracle. And when it comes, it will not be a small whisper of blessing, it will be a flood. You will see restoration in places you thought were ruined forever. You will see opportunities that seemed impossible suddenly appear before you. You will experience joy in areas where you only knew pain. Child, your story is about to change. Your trouble is about to turn into your testimony. Your pain is about to turn into your platform. And all will see that it was the Lord who did it. Archangel Michael says, Child of light, heaven has not stopped speaking over you, and I will not stop until the fullness of this message rests in your spirit like a fire that cannot be put out. For I see how long you have been walking with a weight on your shoulders, carrying questions that no one around you could answer. I see the moments when you smiled in public but broke in private. I see the nights when your pillow was soaked with tears, when you tried to pray but could not find the words, when you whispered, Lord, do you see me? And I am here to declare, yes, He sees you. Yes, He hears you. Yes, He has been with you every step, and not a single moment of your struggle has been wasted. The very trouble that tried to bury you has been the soil in which God has planted the seeds of your miracle. You could not see them growing because growth happens in the dark. A seed does not shout when it begins to sprout beneath the ground, it pushes through the dirt in silence, and then one day, it bursts into view. And child, your bursting forth is near. Your trouble has been the refining fire, burning away what could not remain, shaping you into the vessel that could carry the weight of the blessing that's coming. If God had given you the miracle before now, you might not have been ready to sustain it. But now, oh, now, you are stronger, wiser, more anchored in faith, more ready than you realize. The enemy has tried again and again to convince you that the storm was proof that God abandoned you. But hear me, the storm was proof that God trusted you. He allowed it because He knew it could not destroy you. He knew it would carry you, not crush you. He knew it would reveal the warrior inside of you. Child, there are shifts happening even now in the unseen realm. Angels are moving pieces into place. Conversations are being had about you in rooms you have never entered. Hearts are being softened toward you. Situations that looked frozen are melting in your favor. You will look up and realize that what you prayed for is now standing before you, clothed in reality. Do not let your current view deceive you. You are in the hallway between trouble and triumph. The door to your miracle is already unlocking. And when it swings open, it will not be just one answer, it will be wave after wave of blessing, like a river overflowing its banks. I see debts being cleared. I see relationships being healed. I see bodies being restored. I see opportunities you thought were lost returning in better form. I see joy where sorrow once lived. I see laughter coming back to your home. The Lord is saying to you, what the enemy meant for evil, I am turning for your good. What was meant to harm you will honor you. What was meant to break you will bless you. The trouble you endured will testify to my power. And you will not only receive this miracle, you will become a carrier of hope for others. Your story will ignite faith in those who have none. People will hear what God did for you and believe He can do it for them. Your voice will carry the sound of someone who has walked through the fire and come out without even the smell of smoke. The turnaround will be so sudden that even you will struggle to comprehend it at first. One day you will wake up thinking it's an ordinary day, but before the sun sets, something will happen that shifts everything. That is how God moves, suddenly, powerfully, unmistakably. And child, hear me, your troubles have an expiration date. They will not follow you forever. The season is changing. The winds are shifting. And the miracle is not just coming, it is already in motion toward you.